Speaking of trans issues, there is a war brewing inside of the Daily Wire. Christina Buttons says, I'm leaving the Daily Wire. I work hard getting the facts right and using precise language because of the heated nature of the gender debate with so much at stake, while their pundits dump gasoline all over it for entertainment and clicks. As an independent journalist, I will continue my commitment to factual and rigorous reporting on gender ideology and the pediatric gender medicine with the goal of reaching people across the political spectrum. I've already begun receiving inquiries from left-wing publications to see if I'll give them dirt. As a company, the Daily Wire is a fantastic place to work. They treat their employees extremely well. Their editorial team is top-notch, and everyone I've ever interacted with there is wonderful. I'm leaving because I want to reach people on the center-left, and lately I've felt like there's been a distinct increase in inflammatory rhetoric from the Daily Wire personalities that make it more difficult to accomplish that. What did Matt Walsh say to that? She's not great, by the way. She's a fucking awful demon herself. Matt Walsh said, if you had concerns, you would have walked across the room and talked to me, but you never did. 2, you are well aware of what I've achieved in this fight. I would stack those achievements up against anyone. I'm not in this for clicks and entertainment, and you know that. Yeah, this dude is literally like, I'm a demon for real. He's like, I want trans people to die, and I've put my fucking brand on there. Like, Matt Walsh literally is just like, listen, you don't understand. Like, I was responsible for the Boston Children's Hospital getting a bomb threat, you know? Like, do you know how fucking sick that is? You think it's easy to fucking defend an anti-LGBT mass shooter in the immediate aftermath of a mass shooting? Yeah, he's like, I'm principled, dog. Leave if you want, but there's no reason to lob a baseless insults and question my integrity on the way out the door. It's also quite funny that you accuse me of wanting clicks while you use my name and picture for clicks. And not only that, but you turn against allies in the movement who have achieved far more in this fight than you have. That is crazy that he's just like literally saying like, this is an accomplishment. Christina was a leftist Democrat until a couple of years ago. She's gotten this movement and now she feels that she's in a position to tell the rest of us how we should operate. He's like, I've been transphobic since day one, bitch. How dare you come at me? Well, you got to show us Matt Walsh saying that. There's no shot. Matt Walsh literally looked to the fucking the Q shooting that happened at the Q nightclub and basically defended the fucking shooter, okay? He did. He said, more please. Pull up the clip, brother. I got to see this. Okay, where is it? Let's find it.
Suspected killer, we should say, in the...
He said,
quote, have 2 purposes. One,
Wire. And let's just play this.
Family-friendly drag shows, quote unquote, have 2 purposes. One, from the drag queen's perspective, is to satisfy their fetish for cross-dressing in front of children. The other, on a more macro level, is to indoctrinate children into queer theory. To put it simply, the point of Drag Queen Story Hour and the supposed family-friendly drag shows is to turn your children queer. That is the goal. Oh my God. And whenever you say that, what I just said right there is going to be clipped by Media Matters. Hello, everybody, on Twitter. Stupid. The people who invented it, their quote, the point.
Right. Continue with this.
Stated explicitly that that is the point, to help children live queerly. That's their quote. And the thing about the left is that what they believe and what they do,
by left,
all of it is so horrifying, so perverse, so degraded, that if you just quote them, then you somehow sound like the crazy one. If you quote what they are saying, it sounds crazy just to say it out loud because it's so horrifying. Yet it's true. And this is the reason the left cares so much about this, and they defend it so vigorously. Because according to the left, think about this. According to the left, the drag queen child combination has become dangerous. They say it's a lightning rod for violent backlash, right? That's what they said. And it's greatly exaggerated, of course. Mostly it's invented out of whole cloth, actually. But even by their version of events, if it's causing this much chaos and violence, why do you insist on continuing to do it?
For those of you who don't understand what he's saying here, this is immediately in the aftermath of the Q shooting, where he falsely claims that there's a drag queen power hour for children happening at the club, and then basically says this is why you deserved, like, you know, the violence that you were subjected to is valid, and it will keep happening. It's victim blaming. He didn't even say that, like, I disavow the violence. He said it's expected and it's going to keep happening.
If according to you, it's like putting people's lives.
I understand what he's saying here.
There it is.
He's saying
for violent backlash, right? That's what they said. And it's greatly exaggerated, of course. Mostly it's invented out of whole cloth, actually. But even by their version of events, if it's causing this much chaos and violence, why do you insist on continuing to do it? If according to you, it's like putting people's lives at risk, if the effort to have men cross-dress in front of children is putting people's lives at risk, why are you still doing it? Is it that important to you?
this is
Interesting is his publication the same that hosted quotes like, we must eradicate transgenderism. Yeah, they keep saying it. If he doesn't want to get mugged, why does he keep walking around with a wallet? If you didn't want to be raped, why did you fucking wear the dress that you wore? It's never the fucking perpetrators of violence that is unjustifiable and illegal and inhumane. It's the victims that are at fault. He's victim blaming.
They demand that we explain why we object to children being exposed to drag queens, and we can explain it, and we have, and we will continue to, because it's very easy to explain. Drag is inherently sexual and ideological. It is
Not
burlesque,
true.
and it's not appropriate to bring your child to a burlesque show.
your child.
You disgusting freaks.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know, man. It's just like, I'm so tired. So yeah. I'm thinking it, but I'm not saying it out loud. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on from this. Every time Matt Walsh is like, dude, look at how much I've done for the fucking movement, he's literally talking about like harming trans people. Just understand that. Okay? Yeah. Fango is even making fun of Megaphonics. That's how you know Megaphonics is like fucking getting cooked in the chat. Even Fango Lives is making fun of Megaphonics now. The EV boys are turning on one another. Yes, it's time for Elon Musk. Megaphonics literally came into the chat earlier today and basically said, earlier today, wait, hold on. Where is it? He writes so much that it's impossible for me to, holy fuck, dude. Jesus Christ. This is all from today, dude. This is all from today. Oh, this is earlier. This is offline chatting too. I went live. Literally, I went live at like 11:25. And As soon as I turned on the camera, he said, I assume Chad has mentioned the lower frame rate on your camera. And then he said, where is it? I don't need to send the Elon drama today, right? Okay. Reading the Elon bootlickers will only infuriate you more. I wouldn't blame you for skipping it today. He loves when I talk about Elon Musk. Elon mentions are his favorite. Okay. He loves when I talk about Elon Musk.